So we got a Lakers fan, Laker Nation, stand up, and let's just get right into it.
Purple and gold, purple and gold.
What do the Lakers need to do, in your opinion, in order to get ready for next season? Keep Russell Westbrook. What we doing, bro? What do the Lakers need to do?
What we need to do, we need to just like reevaluate like this past season. Like honestly, what were you guys thinking? What honestly were you guys thinking? You traded away all your young and upcoming assets for a lot of old timers.
True.
You were trying to roll the dice and go all in. What do you think you were going to do with Rondo? What do you think you were going to do with Melo, Trevor Ariza, Dwight Howard come back? What did you guys think? You know, even at that, even if they could have played at a higher level, how does that? You know, when the Lakers did all that, I was like, are you serious? Like,
well, not to interrupt you, but before the season, everybody was picking them, right?
I didn't. I'm a hardcore Lakers fan. I was like, dude, this is not good.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it before with the Shaq, Kobe, Malone, Payton.
Karl Malone.
I saw it later on with Kobe, Gasol, for Dwight, Nash. But this latest acquisition was worse than all of them.
Yeah.
Because with the ones before that, you had some kind of you were acquiring some kind of leadership to but with this, it's like, what were you doing? Like, you guys, like my team, you know, nothing against LeBron. LeBron is a good player, but you know he's not 18 anymore.
Yeah.
He's not
37, man.
Yeah, I think he's in his high 30s right now. He's already looking at beyond basketball already. You know, Lakers were trying to go all in, and I was like, really? So you guys traded away some of our best assets, our young upcoming assets, for somebody that is he's a good player. Nothing against Westbrook, but he ain't the type that is going to contribute and take you to the next level.
You need a shooter. You need a shooter next to LeBron.
Right, you need shooters around him, and you need what I call a general or lieutenant. You know, if they had traded for Chris Paul, boom, that's what you need. You know,
they tried. Didn't they try about 7-8 years ago?
Yeah, but remember the
league wasn't having it.
No, the league they hated because what happened was Glenn Taylor, Timberwolves owner, Dallas owner, a lot of Phoenix owners, they said, no, you cannot let this happen.
Yeah.
At that time, I remember New Orleans, they were in a financial crisis. So the NBA swooped up and said, no, we'll take care of it. So when the Lakers that deal was done deal. That deal was already done. It was good.
It was done.
And all these owners stepped in and said, no, you can't let that happen.
No.
So they blocked it. And I remember I was so pissed, dude.
I remember that.
my boy from LA, we were pissed. I was like, are you serious?
Yeah.
You put Chris Paul with Kobe, another couple key players, it's another 2-3 championships. But a lot of the owners in the West, they said, you cannot let that happen. This is right. This, and you know, they stepped in. So whatever. It took a couple more years. We still got it later, but I still feel the sting from it.
Right. Well, here's what I think the Lakers did. They traded when they got Anthony Davis, right? They traded away a lot of young picks, assets in order to get Anthony Davis. And then they got the championship, right? They got the championship. But after that, now you have no picks. you have no assets. You get what I'm saying?
Right. No, for him, I was kind of on the fence against it, but Anthony Davis, when he's healthy, dude, that dude is one of the best players. So I wasn't too mad. So, but when we traded away, after that, we traded so many assets, and I was like, you know, rumors that came around, they're gonna get Westbrook. I'm like, please, like, please don't, please. If you're gonna do it, make it worth it. All of a sudden, I'm like, dude, we depleted a whole roster for him. I'm like, are you serious? So it's gonna be LeBron, AD, if he can stay healthy, and Russell Westbrook.
Yep.
And then everybody else, I'm like, aging Dwight Howard, aging Rondo, Ariza. Who else did we get that? I was like, what was that?
Kendrick Nunn. Why did they even get Kendrick Nunn? He didn't play the whole season.
They were so hyping him. They're like, Kendrick. I'm like, dude, this dude ain't that good. I was like, he's all right. I'm like, what do you guys? I think the Lakers, they were trying to like not fool, but like sell, like, hey, like he's a missing piece. But I saw, dude, everybody was buying into it. Like, Lakers got Westbrook, got Dwight, got everybody. And I was like, and I looked at the roster, I was like, dude, this is you ever play Street Fighter or whatever, a video game, right? You play against somebody, right? And you play against somebody who's good. They know what they're doing. They go up, down, left. They know what they're doing, combination. And then you play against somebody that
left, right.
Yeah. And you play against somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. They're just button mashing. Just like that was what the Lakers were doing. They were button mashing.
Right.
And that trade came through. I'm like, the whole time, I remember fools were like, they're gonna make it far. I'm like, no, they aren't.
Yeah.
Because you have players who are they need the ball. There's a couple, there's like 3 or 4 players that need that ball to make stuff happen.
Right.
You can't have that. LeBron is a playmaker already. He is not Jordan. He is not Kobe, where give me the ball, get out of my way,
right,
and I'm gonna kill all you guys in my way.
Right.
He will go for his, but at the same time, he's gonna look for the killer.
He a facilitator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So now you got 2 alpha dog facilitator, but one of them is even worse. Russell Westbrook is even worse.
Right.
Because not only is he he an alpha dog, right? But he's not as good as a facilitator. He's the type that give me the ball, get out of my way. But then he turns the ball over so many times. We saw in Washington, in the Wizards, him and Bradley Beal. Oh my gosh. I was watching the games. I was like, them two turn the ball over more than the whole team combined. And we traded for him. So, but Washington, I think, honestly, Washington, everybody was like, at the beginning, everybody's like, oh yeah, we traded Kuzma, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, Washington made out like a bandit with that deal. They were able to unload that contract. Right. So right now, my Lakers are stuck with that contract right now.
Right. And I mean, if you making a trade for Westbrook, why not try to get Bill? I need a shooter. I'd be like, nah, I'm cool on Westbrook. Hey, how about Bradley Beal though? Let me get that.
Washington wasn't gonna let go of that. Washington wasn't gonna let go of that. They already lost.
Hold on. So Genie, right? We're talking about Genie. I would have been like, okay, no deal. Let me get Bradley. You know what I'm saying? And if I couldn't get Bradley, then I would have went and got who am I thinking of from the Kings? Buddy Hield. Yeah. Dude, I would have got a shooter. Around LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Time out. But you think about like Genie, she's finally taken over after this disastrous season. She's finally taken over right now. She's finally said enough. But you think about before that, it was Rob Pelinka on them.
Right.
They were in charge of all that. And I kind of feel bad for Coach Frank Vogel.
Right.
Because he got the raw end of the deal.
Yeah, definitely.
But in sports, it's always easier to fire the coach because it's easier to blame him. But now she's taking the helm. She's like, dude, like we kind of messed up. Like, no, Lakers deserve better than that. So they got Phil Jackson as a consultant, and I respect. Really? He's a consultant now. But I respect Phil Jackson because he's proven. The thing I didn't like was we had a chance to get DeRozan. I am still upset about that.
That's another one.
We could have got DeRozan, but guess what?
Did you hear the
LB
story? Did you hear the story of Magic Johnson? He said, DeRozan called me. He called me on the phone. He said, I want to go home. I want to go to LA. And then Magic Johnson said he called, I think Jeannie or somebody, Palinka, one of them, and they was like, we'll get back in touch with you. And they never got back in touch with him.
The story was
So that's two people. You could have had either DeRozan, you could have had Hill, you could have had a shooter. You know what I'm saying? So it's just bad decisions.
Yeah, the story was he wanted to come home and play, but what really dictated that was LeBron wanted to play with Westbrook.
Right.
And I was like, I don't care I'll play with you.
Right.
I'll play with you, bro. I will play with you, bro.
Right.
But that massive contract, like, it was like all them draft picks. I was like, oh my gosh, dude. It's like we're gonna skip out of here right now. We're gonna skip into football. It's like giving Kirk Cousins that massive contract that nobody wants right now.
Yeah.
And in order for you to trade that player, you have to give up a lot more. And we gave the Lakers, we gave up a lot more.
Yeah.
Buddy, I like them. We should have went for him. DeRozan, yeah, we should win for DeRozan. I mean, if we had DeRozan, we had Buddy around LeBron James, Anthony Davis, we're good.
Yeah.
So we traded away all our assets, and at the end of the day, you're over the salary cap. Who do you go for? Rondo. Let's re-sign him.
Hey, he's 35, right?
Let's get Dwight. He wasn't that good in Philly. Okay. Let's get Ariza. Yeah, he was good in his young days, but because that's all you can afford. I'm like, so you're telling me we had all these young talent and we traded away for draft picks and whatever for this massive contract for me and you. We're walking in canes, bro. We're like, bro, okay, I'm gonna come in here and pass me a ball, bro. I'm gonna help you shoot.
Right.
Nothing against Melo, dude. Melo tried his best at, Melo is past his prime.
Melo can still score,
He can still score, but he's past his prime. He tried his best.
Yeah.
Nothing against Melo. He tried his best. I'm not gonna knock a Melo. He tried his best. He did not try to dominate.
Yeah.
Nor did he try to influence whatever. He's like, dude, I know my role. I'm here to do what I'm gonna do.
Right.
But besides that,
right,
on any given day, who else was there? Can you name it? Who else was there?
I mean, I think they just it was a bad mixture of players. Like you had Bazemore, right?
He is old too.
You had Bazemore. I never even heard of Austin Reeves. You know what I'm saying? Until they put him in, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, he can hopefully in about a year or 2 or 3 he can turn into a rotational player. But he's not somebody that you can depend on right now. You get what I'm saying? Like you need somebody who's gonna make it happen right now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, you need key players.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, so we traded for, we have LeBron, Anthony Davis. That is our core. That is gonna be core. LeBron's gonna be gone. Anthony Davis, us Lakers, we already said, when we trade from you are our future, we're gonna build around you. We know LeBron's gonna be gone, right?
Right.
Anthony Davis needs to stay healthy. But after that, it's like we traded away everybody. I'm like, I'm thinking, and most of these players that we traded away, they made playoffs with their team.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it hurt us Lakers Nation. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what are we doing? You don't have to pay me, and I probably would have ran that organization better.
Well, Laker Nation, Genie Buzz, if you're looking for a consultant, they can look you up.